Hello everyone and welcome back to Little's Life. In the last one we had a marriage and a birth, and we started building the farmhouse, and we started creating the flute, which is now also done, and you can see the farmhouse is done. But let's start farming away, because if you click on it you will have one plot you can actually place. If my mouse, I'm not using a mouse in this game. I would love if you could, but you can't. Anyway, if we place this no, not that close. Place it here. We have a little farmhouse where you have a plot outside, which is nice. And we can click on the flute so they have the first handhold item they can play with, which is nice. And let's see here, because then we should be able to unlock some more. Oh! We're actually able to unlock a lot of things, which is nice. Let's start unlocking the clay farmhouse as well, because it's gonna take 3 days, as you can see, and that's gonna take a lot of time to wait for, but it's still nice to have a couple of plots before you start the events, because they're really gonna be helpful. You can still do it without and just have one plot, but then you'll be under a slight time issue when you start the events, because some of the items you have to farm do take a lot of time, and then you really just have to select what you want to produce first and what you might want to hurry. It can be very different in that sort of matter. Anyway, we can start unlocking the fencing dummy as well, which would take a day and a half. We're already starting to get up to the ones that takes forever to get done with unlocking. Also, under resources, now if we go under the farming items, we can unlock lettuce. So they can actually get lettuce in their food storage, and it will only take 5 minutes, so we're going to unlock that one. So in 5 minutes we will be able to unlock something else, which is good. Okay, so the next thing is we need to put on the fire. But the other thing we can start doing now is that I've gotten so much help with the creche here. I still want to call it something else, but anyway, when you don't know the words always, or it's not in your vocabulary, then you will try to add it on and try to make it sound like something else. But hey, since it's Austin's kids, we will have Austin build it, which sounds fair, right? They're actually as well hungry, so let's feed them up here. No, not you. Yeah, Astrid is getting food. Oh, no. Wrong push. Penelope wants a kid. Shall we try and see if they are lucky? Let's try and see if they're lucky, and then we feed the other two babies just in a second. Because that's going to be interesting if she is going to have a child as well, because then we have 2 family trees going on. Oh my goodness, we are lucky. We're quite lucky in this department, I must say. Okay, let's see. It's still interesting with all the master skills and such. I'm very intrigued by them. But however, I will wait with them to a later point, because right now we actually just need to have our village develop a little bit. So let's have a 1 or 2 star kid. And since they're free, the other ones aren't, they cost gems. I could actually have done it because we have quite a gem amount, but never mind, never do mind. Let's tap on the thing and see what we are gonna get. Is it gonna be another girl or a boy? We're going to get a 2-star boy! Oh, and his name is Rowan, before birth. We should find a creative name for him. I actually think Roman is a nice name though, so I think I will keep that for him. We see that tomorrow when I actually find out if I'm gonna keep the name or not. Yes, that is nice. And we were going to feed the other babies, that's right. So Sebastian's gonna get... Oh, they take 4 at a time, then never mind. Astrid was the youngest, so she was going to be pampered a little more, because the other ones have already gotten a couple and she has only gotten 1. So it's trying to square it out. And so square it out? I'm not quite sure what you say there. But yeah, let's see. We should also look at the skipping rope. Pears. I haven't unlocked pears yet. Have I? No, I haven't. I just wanted to be sure there, because I didn't know if I had. But the skipping rope... Oh, we can actually create it now. So we will start collecting the items to create the skipping rope. Oh yeah, that's right. We started unlocking that one. And that's the thing when you don't really remember much from day to day. My memory at the moment is very low, so it is on the low department, which is horrible. Yeah, we unlocked that. We also unlocked the sandstone fire, which is good. And we also unlocked the woodland workshop, so we will also try to get that started on building the second tier of the workshop. So, let's see here. Doobie. It was not there, it was under buildings and handicraft tools. No, sometimes I forget where everything is. Oh, it's because I started unlocking the farmhouse. Yes, I would like to upgrade the shop. Now we have to unlock the sandstone and copper first, which is fine because we also want the sandstone fireplace. Or fire. Yeah, just fire. Bonfire, whatever. And we also need to unlock copper, which is nice. And we can craft the knife as well. Okay. So that basically at the point we have started to wanting to. Oh, that's gonna take a little more time. Okay. How far are we with this? We actually gotten quite far with collecting all the items that we need for the flower bed. We only need one more seed. So one more flower seed. That's pretty amazing considering I have only been away for like 24 hours from the game, which is nice. Congratulations, letter says unlocked, which then is very nice because then I think we'll start unlocking the sandstone, because we need for 2 items when we need to build it. So you can see here it will take 1.5 days to unlock, and yeah. I'm very tempted to just finish it now, because then we would be able to start building the second part of the workshop as well as the fireplace. So let's hurry this one up, as well as we will hurry the copper. Now that is nice. Let's see here. We will also start unlocking the clay, because it was the clay farmhouse, so obviously we probably need clay. Kinda hints it in the name after all. Village builder, we got another achievement, fantastic. Let's see here. Build a farmhouse and unlock food and resources. Okay, so we did a little of everything there, which is nice. And we got a little discount of gems, which is nice. So let's craft these items first and then create the items before we start off making the... Or we also have to mine the stuff, so we actually have to craft and mine a lot of stuff to do this. So let's collect some vines. As you can see, as soon as you just hurry something, you immediately can do a lot of stuff. So sometimes I will hurry stuff, since we have again been bombarded by commercials, and the daily spin that's been added to the game is really helpful. So I can really not complain about that. Because as you could see when I saw it first time, when it was an accident and I didn't know they actually existed, there was a percentage increasement every day. So that was actually fantastic, because I'm on the 3rd day now, so there was a 15% increasement if you got the gems. That was actually fantastic. You can always use that. So 3 days, 1.5 day, 1.5 day. Okay, so we are good to go on that front. We can start farming some lettuce as well. We need a flint trowel and we need to add a table. Never mind. But we could also place our sandstone fire. Oh, it's just a sandstone stone. I don't know why. I want it to be a bonfire, but it's kind of the same anyway. Oh, build this. Not trying to unlock the limestone, no, just try to build this. And it just needs a lot of sandstone, as you can see. So by unlocking the sandstone, we can actually progress a little. And we need to collect a little. So that's gonna take some time, obviously. And we need some stuff to actually be able to do that. As you can see, you are already at this point where you kind of need more workspace for the different things. And that was another. See, it says sandstone campfire here, and the other places just say fire. It can be a little confusing, but that doesn't add up with me wanting it to be bonfire. Never mind. Let's see. We are done with the tin, and she's almost finished with the. I'm just gonna finish that off very quickly because we really need to get all the items ready, obviously. Let's see here. That was not it. If we go here, we can start building the pine box, and it would take 1 minute, so it's quite fast on that part. There's 6 minutes back to the little playpen, as I usually call them, small playpens for the kids to be ready, but it's a creche. I'm still not sure how that's pronounced, and you guys are probably going to correct me, and that's okay. That's completely alright. Because that's how you learn, obviously. I think we will just skip till she's done with the pine box, because then we need to make the flint thing. Or do we need to collect stuff for that as well? No, it's actually ready to be built. So, oh, it's only done in like 10 seconds, so we can wait for that very easily. But we can quickly just go to level 4 and see what we will get in level 5. We will get one of the mushrooms and another toy. Another thing I have realized that is in this shine thing is that you can buy yourself to your next level. You don't need to collect happiness all the time. You can actually just skip a level. And to skip to level 5, it will only cost me 3 gems. It's easier just to collect happiness, but it's a nice thing that it is there if you are in desperate time need or something for something. But usually that's not really needed. Anyway, let's start crafting the tin pack. And that will take 5 minutes, so that's gonna take a little time. So I can see that would kind of equal with the same time as that one. So I will just skip to that. It's done. Alright, now that that has finished off, we can cling on it. And we actually need, I also made Morgan harvest a lot of tin. Or began to harvest a lot of tin, because we actually need a lot of tin for all the tools that we need to gather stuff. So basically we can start actually gathering sandstone now. As you can see, that's gonna take quite a while. Which is not really... My patience levels are not that high anyway. But we can also finish off, or we have finished off the creche. Now the babies will be safe from the river, even though we have pushed it so far into the land area that they shouldn't really go near the water as such. And look at them playing! It's so cute, but there's missing one. I'm pretty sure it's Astrid that's missing, because I'm pretty sure that's Sebastian and Alma, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let's see here. We also need, what was it, the other part that we needed? We needed a tin trowel, which will take 2 minutes to create, as well as we also needed to create the skipping rope, as well as the tin knife. That's why we needed a lot of tin, because it takes a little amount of tin to create twin items. And just as before, your tin items or every other type of items can only be used 10 times and they break. So no matter how much you grind, you still have to be aware that you need all those items now and then. And you might be stuck with creating or crafting those things once again because they broke, because you overused it or you used them too much. Just have that in a thought process, unless if you're playing on the Facebook part, because I'm pretty sure that's still a thing, is that you could go into a workshop, which was one of the things I checked first of all, because I was quite unsure if you could do that here, since you you now have the family tree, so I hope kind of like you could do the same. Oh no, well, that was the wrong one. But you can go into crafted items, and usually I thought you could see how much percentage there was left on your item. However, you can't, as of yet, at least. So, but you can see there are many items or craftable items to come. There are only 5 items that would never break, because you had them from the start and they always required to be there. So they are mastered items, you never even had to craft them in the first place. So, they are always there. But those who need to craft, they will only have a 10 times usage, and then they will basically break. And then you have to create new ones. And we will just have them craft some water. Let's craft some water. We talked about crafting so much, so let's craft some water. I don't think they have a lab yet. Anyway. Anyway, we finished off the tin trouble. So we can actually have someone that have Austin actually start farming some lettuce, because now we can farm away. Hooray! And the last thing was the knife, of course. Silly me, I almost forgot. We can also craft a knife, and that we will have Morgan do. So we have all the tools that we need to craft the different things. And that will be that, I think. We need to craft, or we need to, oh goodness gracious, that will take 45 minutes to collect all, no, wait. You can collect 10 at a time or 15? 10 at a time. And then 15 times 3, so it's 45 minutes. So we can't collect all the sandstone in this episode, unfortunately not. This is already farming. And we need to also get sandstone and copper for that. So copper you can get 7 each time, so that's 7, 14 and plus. So you have to gather 3 times as well here, and that's way beyond the time limit of my videos. So in between videos I will be gathering all the materials rather that we need for upgrading the workshop, as well as building the sandstone fire for when we need that, because as I have said before, when our villages grow, they would like bigger and bigger bonfires to keep all the villagers safe and warm. I've just never seen any enemy. I can't send enemies for the life of me today, that's horrible. Anyway, they want the sandstone or the fires to keep warmth and keep enemies at bay. I just never seen any enemies in this game other than in the post going, oh no, the babies might be eaten if there isn't a fire on. But I have not experienced that as of yet, so no problem there. You just not make them completely 100% happy if you don't have the fire that they require. So you wouldn't be able to gather the happiness, but right now we kind of not need it because we want to develop our village as far as we can with unlockables and such before we do so. Anyway, I think the last thing we will be crafting before we end off is the skipping rope, because that would take 15 minutes and I know that would already be beyond the time what we have. So I'll be ending off here, and in between episodes, as I just said, I will be collecting sandstone and copper for each of the items we need to craft in the next one, as well as oh no, that was 1/2 day. I was going and clay for the housing or for the next farm plot, but no. We are not at that point yet, unfortunately not. But with that said, until next time guys, take care, have a fabulous day.